please.
Okay. So, Julian Ho, your 1 minute CPD on orchids starting now.
So castration is known as orchidectomy. Orchid is from the Greek orchis, meaning testicle, and orchids were named thus because the root of certain orchids are shaped like testicles. In fact, in the 1300s, they were known as bollockworts. It's the largest family of flowering plants with around 26,000 species. All orchid embryo plants develop from a protocorm, which has to be infected by a fungus to grow. They're the oldest flowering plants evolved around 100 million years ago. They're important horticultural plants, but also important as food. So vanilla is derived from an orchid, Vanilla planifolia, most of which is grown in Madagascar, a factor that is adding to the deforestation of Madagascar. Salep, a kind of starch used to make drinks and desserts in the Middle East, and a type of bread from Zambia, are both made from orchid tubers. It is also used to flavour certain rums. A dendrobian orchid is being driven to extinction in East Asia due to its use of traditional Chinese medication, and several orchid types are used in the cosmetics and shampoo industry in Europe, often using unsustainable processes.
There we go. Nailed it.
I will take questions, please.
No, I can't think of any. I'm sort of totally gobsmacked that you used the expression bollockworts.
Yeah, so now this is interesting. I'd often wondered, this is a few years ago I found out, because I bothered to look, but I wondered why we called castrations orchidectomies, when orchids are clearly flowers and testicles aren't. But castration is the more precise use of the term, because of the Greek orchis, testicle. But the roots, the bulb or tuber of orchids, actually doesn't look like a testicle. But in the 19th century, botanists didn't get out much, and of course sexual appetites were very repressed, and so they looked at anything and thought, oh, that looks a bit naughty, that. I call it something like clitocybe or vulvaceae, or this one, oh, it's a ball, isn't it? I'm going to call that orchid. So, Mr. Andrews, you've come to the Linnaean Classification Society with the suggestion of a name for this rather beautiful flower. What are you going to call it? I'm going to call it a bollock. Fair enough. Can we give it the Greek name for that? Orchid? Yes, right. Fair enough. Good. Okay, thank you very much. Next one, please.
Come on, Charles.
Go on. It's dreadful thing to call it. I suppose really,
I didn't mean that, Charles.
Oh, no, well, right. Darwin, you mean?
I was referring to Darwin, yes. Naturally.
There are so many Charleses around, aren't there?
Well, yeah. Wow.